Let me guess how your day started. You wake up, felt great for exactly 3 seconds, and then you swung your legs out of bed. The moment you hit the floor, zap, an electric shock, a dull ache, a stiffness that make you walk like you are 80 years old, regardless of your actual age. They call it the morning horrible. I call it tragedy because that pain tells you one thing: you are losing your freedom, whether it is plantar fasciitis, heel spar, gout, or just chronic unexplained agony. Your foundation is cracking. And what's the solution you have been sold? Let's run down the list. One, ibuprofen, goodbye stomach lining. Two, cortisone shots, a temporary fix that eventually weakens the tissue. And number three is orthotics, even insole that act like a crunch but never fix the muscles. And finally, the big scary one is surgery. So today we are flipping the script. We are taking the knife of the table. I am going to show how homeopathy does not just make the pain, it retains your body to fix the structural flaw, causing it. We are talking about long-term treatments results. Looking for modern surgery is a miracle for emergencies. If you shatter your ankle in a car crash, get the surgery. But for chronic pain, for inflammation, surgery is trauma. You are cutting into tissue, creating scar tissue, and demanding week, sometimes months of downtime. And the kicker, the recurrence rate for things like heel spars and fasciitis post surgery is higher than like to admit. Think of your body like a high performance car. Your foot pain is a check engine light. Taking a painkiller is like putting a piece of black tape over the light. You cannot see it anymore, but the engine is still smoking. Surgery is like cutting the wire to the light. Homeopathy opens the hood and asks, why is the engine overheating? This is the thing. So this is where we separate the amateurs from the pros. In homeopathy, we don't treat foot pain. We treat you with foot pain. There is a massive difference in our pain. What is in wet weather? It is burning or stinging. Does it feel like a stone in your shoe? These are random details. These are the keys of the kingdom. These are the codes to unlock your cure. So some of your skeptical, it's just sugar pills. Is this placebo? Let me hit you with some facts. Homeopathy is the second most widely used system of medicine in the world. It used by the elite athletes, royalty, and millions of people who realize that chemical suppression is not healing. So what is the logic? Here is a more homeopathy logic is like cures like. So we use micro doses of natural substance that in large amounts would create symptoms, but in micro doses stimulate your body vital force to fight those symptoms. So when you have chronic foot pain, it's usually inflammation or calcification. These are the things. Your body is deposition, calcium, bone spur, or keeping tissue inflamed because it is stuck in a loop. It's trying to protect you, but it's failing. Homeopathy remedies act as a disruption to that loop. They whisper to the immune system, clean up the calcium, flush out the uric acid, and the body, which is smarter than any surgeon does the work. Always consult a professional homeopath for your constitutional remedy. But this are the heavy hitters for actual relief. You know that feeling I talked about, the morning stiffness. You get out of the bed and you can barely walk, but after moving around 10 for 15 minutes, it actually starts to feel better. So that is the classic Rostock signature. If your pain is worse after rest and better with motion and maybe acts up when it's rainy or clamp outside, Rostock is your best pain. It targets the fibrous tissue, the tendons, the fascia. It greases the hostages. So second is what about heel spars? Hard bony. The doctor say let's shape the bone down. Homeopathy says let dissolve it. Calcarea florica. This is the premier remedy for hard stone glands and bone deformities. It helps the body reabsorb the calcium deposit. It restores elasticity to the ligaments. It's shown up to take over the muscle, but it changes the architecture of your foot. So in this way, if your foot feels like it's on fire, gout, swollen ankles, if it is cold to the touch but feels hot inside, or if ice cold water makes it feel better. So we look Letampal. It's famous for puncture wounds, but it is miracle for ascending rheumatism in the feet. So if it's puffy red and looks like a Bee stung, happy smell. See the difference. We don't just take a pill. We match the remedy to the sensation. So using homeopathy allow you to keep your lifestyle. You don't have to spend like 6 weeks in a cast. You don't have to navigate opioid addiction risk, but you have to the work. Homeopathy work best when you stop poisoning the well. Hydrate, cut the inflammatory sugars, stage, but the remedy, the catalyst, it's spark plug. So imagine 6 months from now, you wake up, you swing your legs out of bed, you put your feet on the floor, and there is nothing, nothing, no wheels, no limb, just a strain. That is not fantasy. That is a clinical homeopathy. So look, you have two paths. So what in front of you? Path one is the conventional treadmill, more shots, more pills, and eventually the knife, the surgery knife. And plan B, the natural restorative path, the path where you listen to your body and heal it from the inside out. So don't let pain dictate your life. Don't let diagnosis of chronic make you believe it's permanent. Chronic just means persistence. It does not mean incurable. Your feet carry you through this world. Treat them with the respect they deserve. Thank you.